Sup YouTube, it's Partner Zed, and welcome to the 5th day of the 12 days of anime. On the 5th day of Christmas, na 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 na. So today, since it's day 5, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 favorite childhood anime. In other words, the anime that I enjoyed watching the most as a child. So let's get started. At number 5 is Hamtaro. It's about this hamster called Hamtaro. He lives in a house with this girl and her family, and one day after they move into a new house, he sneaks out of his cage while everyone's out of the house. He goes outside and he meets other hamsters. Eventually they create a club called the Hamster Club, I think, in some special place, and they kind of do those activities every now and then, walk together, see new friends, new hamsters, go on little missions, I guess you could say, help out the humans, do all kinds of stuff. I wouldn't really recommend it to anyone that's older than 10 years old, but I really loved it as a kid. In fact, I was completely addicted. I had all the toys, all the plushies, and recently I learned that the person who drew Hamtaro was the same person who drew and made Detective Conan, which is really cool. And no wonder they kind of look slightly like each other, especially the style of how he draws the eyes. At number 4 is Monster Rancher. This is such a cool anime. It's about this boy, I forgot his name, but he loves video games, he plays them a lot, wins competitions, and he wishes that his life is just as exciting as video games. And one day, that wish comes true. He wins this game called Monster Rancher, puts it in his kind of PlayStation type of thing, but it's not really a PlayStation. But anyways, he gets sucked into this game, and he just becomes in this world full of monsters and monsters and monsters. Basically, in this world, there are the bad monsters, the good monsters. The bad monsters are influenced by this kind of bigger bad monster. I don't know what he's called. He had like this name starting with the letter M. I don't remember, but they are influenced by him, and there are those discs, the monsters that are actually in them, and you can free the monsters by putting the disc in a special machine. And so this boy, he meets some friends, good monsters, and this one girl, and they just kind of go on this adventure to beat that, big kind of dark lord thingy. At number 3 is Pokemon. Now, who doesn't like Pokemon? Who didn't watch Pokemon as a kid? I don't know. Pokemon was like the thing when we were kids. I loved it so much, and I still do actually. I don't really watch the anime anymore, but I do still play the games. But anyways, the anime, it's about this boy named Ash Ketchum, and his dream is to become the Pokemon Master. The Pokemon Master is someone who has collected all the Pokemon out there and has beat the Elite Four and the, Pokemon Champion type of thing, Pokemon League. So Ash Ketchum goes on this adventure with his Pokeballs, his friends, Misty, Brock. There's millions of seasons, but my personal favorite season was the Johto region. That was my favorite. At number 2 is Digimon. Now, I know a lot of people always have this thing that's like Pokemon versus Digimon, and people say that Pokemon's better, others say that Digimon's better. Well, for me, personally, in my opinion, I liked Digimon as a kid slightly more than Pokemon. Mostly because I've known Digimon for a longer time than Pokemon. I guess you could say for nostalgic reasons, and also because Digimon is very continuous. Like, in Pokemon, the episode kind of ends when it does end. Like, the story of the episode, something happens, it gets solved, they all become happy, and the episode just wraps up. While in Digimon, it's continuous. Each episode continues the other. Digimon is a matter of life and death. Those kids in Digimon, they did not have a choice like those kids in Pokemon. In Digimon, the kids were forced to go into this world, forced to fight viruses and monsters, and there are no other kids like them that have Digimon as well. Unlike Pokemon, where anyone can have a Pokemon and you can have more than one Pokemon. In Digimon, you could die, it's a dangerous type of game. And also, I feel like it had a bit of deeper meaning, especially teamwork, friendship, that kind of stuff. If you don't know what Digimon is about, then you can check out day 1 of my 12 days of anime. I explained what Digimon's all about in that video. And then finally, at number 1, my favorite childhood anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Woo! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is about this boy named Yugi who has, like, you know, a bunch of friends in school, and there's this game that they play called Duel Monsters. Basically, they use cards and they just kind of battle each other in a special way that you can learn online. Eventually, this card game, Duel Monsters, turns into something even bigger than just a game. It becomes a matter of real monsters, real bad guys, especially after Yugi's grandfather was kidnapped, and there are those guys who want to collect these kind of things that have to do with the old Egyptian type of... There's this card that sucks your soul out and leaves your body with no soul at all. And it has a lot to do with the ancient Egyptians and ancestors. It's kind of really complicated, but it's also really cool. I haven't seen it in a long time and I'd love to rewatch it, but the thing is, there's like loads of episodes. I don't think I'd be able to do it at this time, but maybe I could read the manga. There's like an omnibus of the manga coming out in, I think, February, and I would love to get that and read the manga version of my favorite childhood anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! It's time to duel. So yeah, those are my top 5 favorite childhood anime: Hamtaro, Monster Rancher, Pokemon, Digimon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! What are your favorite childhood anime? What are the anime that you loved the most as a kid? Tell me in the comment section below, and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.